Hey, welcome back for another Walking Dead video that I do every week, which is actually going to be stopping at the end of this week until season 4, actually. So, what do I do here? Or this video, what is this video? So, this video is actually me going over the episode that just happened, which tonight was the season finale. If you don't want to watch anything, because this is just basically spoilers, how the show went over in basic, I'm not going into detail, so you don't know exactly what's going to happen in these videos and whatnot. And I'm going to be saying thank you to everybody who actually commented last time, because I don't know who watches or who doesn't watch, and I'm actually surprised on how many people commented saying I watch and whatnot, so thank you again to everybody. So, let's get into the episode. This is season finale, so I'm just going to go a little bit longer, like maybe 15 minutes or so, but let's go into the episode. So how it starts is with the governor beating up Milton. As we know, the governor knew Milton took the gasoline, burnt all the zombies, and the pit, as they call it. Milton kept on getting beat up. The governor is like, I know you did it, and he just keeps on pounding on him and everything like that. They talk for a bit. Then they go to Andrea. Milton's like, I don't need those tools anymore. He throws them in the room, asks Milton to go get all the tools. Milton gets all the tools, goes to the governor, and the governor's like, go kill Andrea, because that's the only way you're gonna live. He takes a knife. He starts going over to Andrea. He turns back for a second. The governor knew that he couldn't do it, so the governor stabs him like 7 or 8 times in the stomach. He's laying there on the ground. Andrea didn't go. Okay. Pretty much kills him and says that you're not going to kill him because you're too weak, so you're going to kill him in the afterlife, pretty much. Then it goes to commercial break. Okay, then it goes back. Glenn says he's... Okay, let me see here. Okay, Glenn, like, everybody seems like they're moving out of the prison. Glenn says, I never seen Carl like this before, saying that, he's just gone. He's just losing it now because everything that happened. Then, Carl, like this, Daryl says stuff about, like, Merle. He's pretty much says, I never seen him like that, just little stuff like that. Rick and Michonne talk. She says, thank you for actually letting me in. They talk about, like, that stuff, pretty much saying, oh, thank you for letting me in. If you didn't, then I would probably be dead by now. Then it goes back to the governor. The governor is starting to get ready to go actually to the prison and start attacking it. Tyrese and his daughter. Tyrese says, I'm sorry, Governor. I actually don't want to go because I'm up with the walkers. I'm up for killing walkers, but not real people. The governor goes over, gets a sniper rifle, and pushes it pretty much into Tyrese's chest. It's pretty much saying, like, you're not doing it, so get out of my way. So, Tyrese stays behind. Governor's team starts to the prison. Then they go inside the prison. They just start shooting up the prison for no odd reason, pretty much. And, yeah. Then the governor goes inside the prison. They search a little bit. They don't find anything. They go into one of the cells. The governor looks down and he finds a Bible. It's pretty much saying, like, Herschel pretty much highlighted a part saying something about the devil and whatnot. Then the governor goes farther into the prison by getting a flashlight. Milton. Then it goes back to Milton again. Milton's not dead yet. He's still living. And he wants Andrea pretty much to kill him. After he says there's a tool right behind her, pliers, to cut herself out of what the governor put her in. Like the chair. She had like handcuffs or something. Okay, let me just get to my place here. Okay, the governor's far in. Then he's pretty much just inside the prison. He's going inside like, oh, let me say here, inside the prison a little bit, pretty much doing his sweep around, seeing if there's anything alive or whatnot. Then it gets back to Tyrese and his daughter talking. Then it goes back to Milton. Milton's still alive. He pretty much asks why Andrea did all this. She says, "I didn't want to see anybody die." That's pretty much her reason why she didn't kill anybody. She didn't want to kill anybody and whatnot. Then it goes back inside the prison. The governor is still trying to clear everything out. Then stun grenades. Rick turns on the power. There's a lot of alarms. It's pretty much a trap. Rick turns the corner, starts mowing some of the people down. Everybody. Let me think here for a second. I'm just going a little bit fast. But the governor's group goes outside. Glenn and Maggie's outside, starts shooting at the people who's running out. And let me see here. Please. Okay. Then, yeah, they just keep on shooting at all the governor's group. The remaining ones that are actually still alive, they rush out of there. Then it goes back to Carl's little group. They're just in the woods waiting for everything to go down and it be safe. Somebody runs to Carl's group, like one of the governors trying to get away. Carl sees him, says put down the weapon and everything, and he's starting to put down the weapon, and Carl shoots him in the head. He doesn't trust anybody pretty much now. I'm pretty sure, like, Carl's just going insane now. He's probably not going to be pretty much healthy after this point, after the prison, the governor situation. Okay. Then it goes back to the prison. They're thinking about going to Woodbury. Carl wants to go with. Herschel says the truth about what happened in the woods. Because Carl's like, I did it in self-defense. He put up the gun towards us. I didn't shoot him for no odd reason. But in actuality, Herschel says, yes, he did kill him in cold blood and whatnot. Oh. I see. Just a light went off. Sorry about that. Okay. I got a little messed up here. Just a light went off outside. Okay. Okay, then it goes back to the governor. The governor is pretty much halfway. He pulls out in front of everybody to make them stop. And he's pretty much like saying, let's go back, we can hold off them and whatnot. Everybody's pretty much saying, no, I'm not doing it because they're insane, we can't hold them off, this is crazy and whatnot. The governor is just not listening, he just keeps on zoning out. Then he finally looks at everybody and just starts mowing them down. He just kills them for no other reason. I don't know if because they don't have the same idea as him, maybe. He just kills them anyways. Okay. Kills them. And a girl's actually staying alive. She's alive. A body's right on top of her. The governor runs out of ammo, so he goes back to the truck. He thinks everybody's dead. Then it goes back to Andrea. Andrea gets the tool, like the pliers in her hand, then she drops them. She gets them back up, and then she gets them. Then it goes a little ways away, then Milton is dead and coming back as a zombie. As a walker, if you want to say. Then it goes to Rick's group. Rick and Carl is talking. Says, like, we need to do what we need to do to survive. Carl's pretty much saying that he's pretty much a cold blood killer now. He doesn't care what's going to happen and whatnot. Herschel says I already did that part. Okay, Daryl, Rick, Michonne goes to Woodbury. So it was between. Okay, this is the original group that was going. Daryl, Michonne, Rick, Maggie, and Daryl. Not Daryl. Glenn. Glenn and Maggie didn't want to go. They wanted to stay back. So they did. And that was those three that went. They find the dead people and the girl. Then it goes to Andrea. Andrea sees Milton as a zombie coming at her, and ... We don't know at that point because they went to a commercial. I'm not going to say right now because this is the point of the video where if you want to know the exact ending of the episode, you don't have to watch anymore. I'm done. So if you want to click off now and whatnot, I'm just going to say the last part and whatnot. So, I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. They go to Woodbury with the girl. There's a little firefight outside, pretty much because Tyrese doesn't know who they are. He thinks that they're zombies. Rick's group starts shooting back. Everybody calms down. The girl pops up and says, "Stop it. You know who I am," and whatnot. And the girl says, what happened after the fight at the prison. Rick talks to Tyrese because Tyrese is the one up on the gate. Then we get to the big part. We get to find out what happened to Andrea. Andrea was bit on this side of her shoulder, pretty much. Rick knows that there's no point of trying to chop the part off because she's infected. There's no way of cutting this part off. So she's gonna die. Andrea never wanted to... Okay, this is the point where Andrea says to Rick, she never wanted to see anybody die. That's why she did all this stuff, trying to keep the prisoners alive, or the prison group alive. Rick's group, pretty much. Rick's group alive. She didn't want to see anybody die. Andrea asks for Rick's pistol because she thinks that she needs to do it. She needs to kill herself. Michonne says she's always going to be with her. Then everybody goes out but Michonne and Andrea. Andrea kills herself because we hear the shot go off. Then it goes to the last part where there's pretty much just music on, just like a season finale. I have no idea at this point what was going on through the people, but they go back they go back to the prison. The Woodbury group actually goes with them to the prison. I have no idea why. Rick doesn't see Lori at this point, so it seems like Rick is off the crazy line now and whatnot. I don't know. Rick isn't crazy anymore. He doesn't see Lori up in the little walkway. Woodbury's group is now at the prison. I have no idea because Woodbury seems like a more better spot. It seems like it's easier to defend and whatnot. But anyways, so that is the end of season 3. The governor is still alive with 2 of his henchmen, pretty much. We don't know where they are or anything. So they're still alive. We don't know what's going on until next season. I am actually pretty mad because they killed 3 of my favorite characters: Andrea, Milton, and Merle. Merle was my favorite. They killed him off. I was a little bit peeved at that point. When they killed Milton, I was like, done. But anyways, that's my thoughts. I'm going to just keep on watching. I'm not going to have any more favorite characters after this point. But anyways, I'm going to say 2 more things. You can click off now. You don't need to listen anymore. I'm just going to do this right quick. Oh. Got my phone right now. I'm just going to show everybody. Thank you to everybody. I don't know if it's going to show. But, see, all these people commented last time. I said thank you to everybody, pretty much saying this and that. I answered some of the questions and whatnot, saying thank you. And the last thing is that the gaming channel, and pretty much say, do you want me to keep on going with these videos? And I'm uploading other videos than just The Walking Dead anymore. Just at this point, I don't know. I'm just blabbering at this point, so I'm going to leave you and say bye.